The Suns take game 2 of the NBA Finals and take a 2-0 lead over the Milwaukee Bucks. We're joined by Duane Rankin of the Arizona Republic and Jim Owczarski of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. And Duane, we pass it to you first. The Suns look almost unbeatable in these first 2 games.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, the Bucks were right there, down 7 in game 1. They had a chance to get that one and didn't. Tonight, they had no answer for Giannis. But what they've done is they found a way to answer with big performances. I mean, did you see 27 coming from Mikal Bridges? Probably not. He had a huge game. Devin Booker, 31, 21 in the second half. Chris Paul at 23, but hit timely shots. And they just, the 20 for 40 from 3. This team is a mid-range team. So 20 for 40 is like outer space. They've done it. But in an NBA Finals, they're doing things to pull out these games that Milwaukee is making them go another level.
And Jim, it's got to be somewhat frustrating for the Bucks. What's the mood right now on the Bucks side?
Yeah, it's I think that the fact that they've been here before, meaning down 0-2 to a very good team, meaning the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Suns players are healthy as we record this. I mean, that was one of the big deals with Brooklyn. But I do think, to Duane's point, of they're pushing the Suns to make shots that maybe are uncomfortable or they're not used to, and the Suns are making them. I think the Bucks, to a degree, are okay with that, like with making the other team have to maybe go above and beyond. Now for Milwaukee, quite frankly, it's got to be the other way. They can't have Chris Middleton go 2 games without going to the free throw line. They can't have Jrue Holiday, start 3 for 12 and have Giannis have to score 42 points just for them to be in shouting distance. And look, they'll live with Pat Connaughton taking an open 3. That's okay by them. The problem is in this game, he had to make it. And that's they don't want to be in that spot and going home. Look, again, you compare it. They won an ugly game 3 against Brooklyn. They were waxed twice by the Nets. A lot of people thought they were going to get swept. They won 86-83. I think for the Bucks, that. I don't think they're panicking or feeling like they need to change a whole lot. I think they just are feeling they need to hit the shots that the Suns have hit the last 2 games.
Duane, do you think it's possible? Do you think that the Bucks can muddy it up against the Suns and pull out a game 3 win?
I mean, they can muddy it up, but the Suns can play that way too. So it's not like the Suns can't play a muddy style. There was that 84-80 where they were just building condominiums out there with all the bricks each team was throwing up. And they won that one. Their whole motto was, well, we can't score, so they can't score either. And so they're able to play that kind of game, even though you see the fluidity in their offense. Just speaking about the idea of them possibly getting swept, the Suns in 4 chant started up again. And so the Suns fans believe it'll be over in 4. Now, personally, I don't see that happening. If I had to pick, I would think that Milwaukee, they should get game 3. But but the Bucks know they don't get game 3, it's over. So I think they'll play with even more urgency. But that was interesting because Monty Williamson said he thought he was going to get the Bucks' best effort tonight. I think that they will get the Bucks' best effort Sunday night. Then it'll be a matter of how they respond to that. And if they respond the way they've been responding in the postseason, they come up with a win. But I expect Milwaukee to get game 3. I just think they'll find a way to get it done. I think game 4 is that game that's going to determine how the series goes from the rest of the point out.
Jim, you know these Bucks. What your thoughts and prediction for game 3?
Yeah, it's interesting. Duane mentioned, I mean, the Bucks also closed out 2 series on the road. So, I mean, they're very even teams in a lot of ways. I do think there is a desperation because when you're down 0-2, like the math says you're going to lose the finals or we're going to lose the series. The Bucks are like, we just did this. And they're one of the historic teams, along with the Clippers, actually, this supposed to do it twice. But There's no lack of confidence in that way. I do agree with Duane. I do think, though, game 3 is the game for them to get, and then it all flips again for them. They've been down 1-0 to Atlanta and had to win the game and even it up. They faced elimination twice against Brooklyn, had to win at home and went on the road. And so it puts them back in that space again. So I do agree with Duane. I do think that if the Bucks are going to get one, it is this one. What do they call it? A gentleman's sweep. I mean, maybe game 4, but they get this is the one where they get a couple of days off now. They get a couple of days off. They can travel. They can rest their legs, especially Giannis. And who knows what he might look like when he actually gets some time, between games. So I do think the Bucks. It's going to be tough. Look, last time they played at Fiserv Forum, the Suns won in overtime on a controversial foul call when Giannis did not play. He missed the overtime period with a calf cramp, and it took to the last second of the first overtime. So it's going to be like that to me, but I do think the Bucks, being at home, I got to give them that little, 1 to 3 point swing.
All right, game 3, Sunday night, NBA Finals, Suns up 2-0. Jim Owczarski of the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Duane Rankin of the Arizona Republic. Thanks, guys.